definitely get away with that, but now he knows the limit, the speed you can take there. Oh,
and there goes Sheldon Creed. Second caution of the day. Oh my, big contact. And two drivers going for the dash for cash. 44 is Brennan Poole, 00 Sheldon Creed. Things,
especially when you're a rookie. Oh, there it goes. In the middle. Oh, no. Lost away himself and upside down is the 45 of Majeski.
Let's hope he gets back on his tires here.
That thing's square on the roof. What a shame. That time Majeski and his truck comes to a stop.
You just know with all that movement, bouncing back and forth, side to side, trying to side draft, one guy zigs, the other one zags, and you have a mess. In back of the...
That's Fogelman in the 0-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then, man, he just... Majeski just turned sideways down the front, and it just tipped right over. NASCAR does so much work in the wind tunnel to have flaps, air flaps, different panels on the truck that blow away that is supposed to prevent that, but probably just one of those circumstances that put him in a real jeopardy.
Yeah, and you know, bumping through the tri-oval here is the sketchiest place to do it.
prior to today, the only place where... Oh, big trouble. That's the rookie Suarez up and over Regan Smith, the big one at Daytona in the tri-oval.
Let's see if we can see what happens. Kyle Busch was pushing the rookie, giving him a shove here. Kyle Larson, excuse me. And it looks like he just gets him in a bad spot right there, and he just got behind in his steering.
Yeah, he got too far to the right, and coming off of the corner right there, that car unloads as you come off of that banking, and it just took just a little bit too much, and that's that window that you have to push, and if you get outside of the center of that back bumper, the way that the front and back bumpers are curved, it's going to spin that car out.
Next flag ends the race. Is Allgaier too far out there?
He's really far out there.
It's a big gap. 21 has no help right now. Who's going to get that first run? Here comes the one.
Sam Mayer's never won in the Xfinity Series. There goes the one to the outside of his teammate.
Through the middle of the 21. Oh, my goodness.
Mayer is turned. He's upside down. The caution is out. And now the question becomes, who was leading at the time of caution? Oh, my goodness. Second straight year.
Sam Mayer back on his wheels. That's good.
We've had a spectacular crash on the back straightaway on the final lap.
It's going to be interesting to see when that yellow flag flew.
The reality is the caution could have come out before that for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what they say about the 7 and the 20. You know, it's kind of like they moved down together. That's going to be interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, and I guess I'm saying 7 because I'm taking the 20 out of the equation just because he was below the double yellow line. But as you said, maybe NASCAR says
got forced.
He's forced down there, and we're not going to
I'm sure he's
enforce the rules.
Oh, he obviously said he got forced down there.
He's team forced. It's a crazy finish.
Luckily, that one didn't flip like Maya Snyder did last year.
Outside to Benedetto will do the same. Now Harvick finds himself in the middle with minimal drafting help. Elliott leads the lane down low. Oh, Logano gets turned. Logano is upside down. He'll slam back into the racetrack on the roof of the car. The car is spinning wildly out of control. Now it flips back out onto all 4 wheels. Others are collected and others evade Joey Logano, who goes for a tumble at the end of the Alabama Gang Super Stretch.
Keselowski right along.
This doesn't even seem real to me. This is like a video game.
Oh, it's real to Bubba. Woo! Real close. Look out. Wow.
Ricochets off that rear window.
Keselowski just flexes some muscle. He'll power to the inside of Logano at a 2. He'll slide up in front of Logano on the back straightaway. Brad starts a move against Chastain, and he gets turned. There they go. The big one in 3. three. Look at basically the entire pack is collected. Brad Keselowski gets turned, and Dylan Welch, there's at least a dozen, 15 cars crashing and colliding in three.
Now, I've counted 7 cars that have gone by without an incident or without a scrape on them. Christopher Bell, the last one to go by, has damage to his right rear. Every other car behind the top 7 somehow got a piece of that one. A lot of them are still moving, but a lot of them are not.
We are under the caution flag.
Keselowski, he powers to the outside of Byron. He'll take second. Here, spinning to the inside is Byron. Kyle Busch gets turned. Denny Hamlin gets turned, and they're wadding it up in the back of the pack. Harrison Burton up and over. He'll flip that Wood Brothers Ford Mustang. Christopher Bell is involved. William Byron involved. Kyle Busch gets a piece of the action. Also, one other car down to the inside of the racetrack. It's Ross Chastain. Alex Bowman all get collected out of turn number 2 as Harrison Burton comes back on all 4 wheels.
And that will put us under.
Started when the 24 car of William Byron just got clubbed and turned down across the double yellow line and onto the apron. Everybody scattered behind him, and it was just like a pool table break. Everybody bouncing and shuffling off each other. Harrison Burton got upside down, landed on all 4 wheels, and Mike Bagley, at least for the moment, he tried to drive it away and then figured out it wasn't going to work. No, it was not going to work at all. Good news, window net is down. Harrison Burton, as we speak, climbing from the Wood Brothers legendary number 21.
This will make it official. Stenhouse now 3 wide. Here comes Kyle Larson right up the gut.
Larson looking to go up the middle and win himself the Daytona 500, but he's got no help right now. The challenge is for the lead. Joey, look out. Oh, they're in the wall. A.J. Allmendinger is in the fence. The entire pack blows up. A number of cars crashing. Bubba Wallace is in it. Eric Almirola as the leaders race to the back straightaway.
Oh, there is the 66 Chandler Smith in the wall. Hard.
Ooh, not clear.
Yeah, and you see.
I think he was trying to get down and fill that gap there, Kevin. Just not clear.
Who was the second one? Clint,
the 7, I believe.
The 7
Justin
car.
Haley.
Yeah, and you saw the flames come out of Justin Haley. He saw Chandler Smith coming down the racetrack while he was clearly still underneath. And Haley knew that.
Yeah, he lifted, tried to stay out of it. He was way too up the side.
And it looked like
that's a big hit, Kevin.
Yeah, there's damage to several cars.
See, Allgaier barely getting through there. Priest as well.
Make a pass.
Byron blocked him. Got him really.
Oh, Byron Blaney
turned
into the wall.
Kyle Busch.
And just like last year, Blaney gets caught up in the big one.
So fast.
Right now, he's trying to keep Jeff Gordon behind him, and Jeff is working him over. Look at that. Jeff's going to move him up out of the groove and get by him.
Whoa, Busch is around. Can he save it this time?
Oh, there you go.
He does. He saves it. But there's a
Jeff Gordon's upside down. Jeff Gordon's upside down.
And Kurt Busch's car is destroyed.
Oh, my gosh. Jeff down there, he just gets down on this left corner, and we've seen that time and time and time again.
You got to stay off the left side. What do we do about that, though, man? How do we fix it? The drivers just have to make the decision that they've got to lay off that left side.
Look at this long slide for Gordon, and that's Kurt Busch tangled up with him and Jimmy Johnson, and that car still hasn't lost much of its momentum as it goes side over side and comes to rest
Michael
on
made
its roof.
A really good point, though, Mike. These cars are so much bigger than the cars were 5 years ago with the safety.
Very clear information about. Whoa! That's a huge one for Larson! That car just snapped on him and went straight into the wall.
Hold on to it, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if I blew a tire or what.
That just snapped in a split second.
Yeah.
Back back end comes around, and then it went to the right. Now it appears to me, oh, who hit him? Who was that got it? That's Briscoe. 2 playoff drivers. So that's one of 2 things. So watch this thing. The back end starts around first, and when it starts around, he overcorrects it. And that is that is very easy to do in this race car. Just listen. Oh.
Clear on the inside.
Oh, Benedetto! And everybody!
Good.
Oh,
no. Are you kidding me? This is big. Wow. But it...
Boy, it just reminds me of the Clash. Same type of carnage that we saw where these cars were going everywhere. A lot of damage. As
the 17th of February looking way too much like the 4th of July.
Amen.
Fireworks everywhere.
Yeah, and it really and truly, it was Paul Menard. He gave to Benedetto a little shove, but it was on the outside, on the right side, and that just turned the Benedetto into the outside wall, and then it was on from there.
And a different situation than we saw in the clash between Menard and with Jimmy Johnson, but it was a similar thing when we heard the spotter on the 21, Menard say, well, he zigged and we zagged.
And in this case, Menard told his team on the radio, I just bumped him a little too hard.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? It's the end of the race. You're trying to help that guy.
As a teammate, you know, with being door-to-door with my teammate, Hamlin and Bell, for this front
He gets Bell into the wall.
Off of the front bumper,
Custer, and up in the air goes Ryan Preece. And for the 2nd time in his career, he is flipping at Daytona. Good grief.
Off the front bumper, we were talking about a lap before.
This is from Eric Jones. Oh. Oh.
Inside is 3 wide.
Forced his way to the middle.
Middle of 3. You're middle of 3. Come on, 13. You got a guy coming to you. Not over. Keep digging.
They're crashing. Rhodes into Crafton.
Keep digging. Damn.
Crafton up and over.
And Kaz Gralla looks to me like will win this race.
Great to see Matt Crafton out of the vehicle.
Vince, you're right. Great to see him out. It was a heck of a ride for Matt.
No surprise to me that exiting the corners when the trouble happened. It just was a very aggressive push.
Yeah, it looked like Grant Enfinger was trying to help. Ooh, look at Matt Crafton up and over.
There's Johnny Sauter up in the middle of the mess. Grant Enfinger was pushing right there when the track flattens out.
Yeah.
Around goes the 27, catches Crafton, who thought he was home free.
Exactly in that spot where you said you didn't want to be pushed, where the track changes a little bit of that elevation.
It's nearly impossible.
Corey Heim in the mix. Ty Majeski is there.
Rajah sideways, hangs onto it.
Sanchez will try to work both. Oh, trouble.
And there's a crash. Caution is out. The race is over. Trucks up in the air. Nick Sanchez leading when the caution flag came out.
What a SHIT show. I mean, that was crazy. Like, I mean, I've never avoided so many wrecks in my life. I can't believe I have a clean truck. But I'm not going to complain about it. It's truck racing. It happens. But super proud of Truck on Garage and Toyota Racing. Got a little bit of work to do for Talladega with the speed of this thing. But I thought the best strategy for me was to lay low and hopefully be there at the end. And we were. And looks like we came up one short.
That is scary looking.
It's just amazing.
But like you said, that's about as soft as you can turn one over.
That's exactly right.
The white flag is out.
They're going to crash.
With a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down.
That hurts.
Johnson. That thing landed about 6 or 8 times pretty hard.
What about Brandon Brown? He slides through there. Looks like he's going to be credited with a 4th place finish.
I think he might have got in the back of William Byron, and that's what got in the back of the 4 of Christopher Bell and turned him sideways.
Wow.
Eric Jones around. Back across the field. The big one, part 2 at Daytona.
Yeah, they can't do this.
Stay high. Nice straight. Did anybody hit you there, Kel?
A horrific crash for Kyle Busch, who slid through the infield grass and went head on into the inside wall.
Contact there.
And there you see Kyle, top of your screen.
Kyle bumps into Larson and it turns him to the left. Elliott Sadler hit there by Brendan Gaughan.
And there's the 54. You saw the impact.
Pick up more. Down. Keep on hard. We're in it.
They come down to block. Logano goes back up. Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
The runs on top.
Oh!
Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out. McDowell is first to the line, but will have to go back to the moment of caution.
Ahead of Chase Elliott.
And Michael McDowell from Glendale, Arizona, for Bob Jenkins Front Row Motorsports, has won the Daytona 500.
How about that?
Man.
That's a huge win for Michael McDowell and that team. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
And a huge crash for everybody else.
Contact between Gregson and Sheldon Creed, but at the front of the pack is A.J. Allmendinger.
2 wide, 3 wide, mid-pack on back. This is the final trip down the back straightaway. A.J. Allmendinger with the lead. Here comes Austin Hill. Trouble further back. Jordan Anderson Racing's Myatt Snider up and into the wall. He makes contact. The car gets airborne, flips violently off the end of the back straightaway. A dozen other cars involved. Horrific contact for Myatt Snider. The front of the car is gone. The back of the car is gone. Holy cow, he just dropped the window net, and Myatt Snider is getting ready to climb out of his beaten and battered race car.
As Austin Hill makes his way back around, some of the cars are now reversing their way to come to pit lane. We'll follow up with Mike Bagley on the super stretch and hear from some of the top finishers in a moment. Austin Hill is celebrating with donuts down at the start-finish line as the rest of the field's begun to make their way to pit road. Mike Bagley's still over on the Daytona super stretch. Mike, what's the latest out there?
Well, Myatt Snider is out. They are trying to load his car up on a rollback. It's very difficult because the front end of the car is literally gone. Matter of fact, there are flaming pieces of debris that the safety crew has come over and are spraying flame retardant material on that. Right now, the focus is the outside retaining wall. The fencing is just destroyed as Myatt Snider got up in the air, made contact with that fencing. When he came back down in traffic.
From Denny Hamlin. Oh, this thing's not over yet. Not at all.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside.
Wow.
Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. It is Ryan Blaney finishing 2nd. Blaney tried the top side, tried to get low. Ryan Newman goes around, and the car goes to its roof, and here's the onrushing Corey LaJoie picking it up and over.